bell rings, the teacher dismisses you from class, and everybody flies out of the classroom, ready for a weekend. But then, you remember, it's Thursday. There's still school on Friday. Don't you sometimes wish that perhaps there were only 4 days in a school week and you could have a 3-day weekend? Hello, everybody. I'm Senator Wong, and I stand in opposition of the bill to adopt a 4-day school week. My first reason why we should not pass this bill is because it lowers student performance. An analysis in June 2024 of 6 states found that students who went to class 4 days a week instead of 5 overall made less reading progress as a group during the academic year. According to the NWEA, the difference was equivalent to a student being about 2 to 7 weeks behind. When in a sample where districts had only 4-day school weeks, school days were 50 minutes longer, but the school year still had 58 fewer hours. This resulted in students scoring 6% of a standard deviation less than the national average on standardized tests for reading, and 5% of a standard deviation less for math. My second reason why we should not pass this bill is because it would decrease teacher retention and thus increase educational inequality. Currently, the teacher turnover rate for public schools in America is around 16%. According to EdWeek, immediately after adopting the 4-day schedule, districts saw an increase of 2% for the turnover rate. After 5 years, the turnover rate had increased by a grand total of 4 percentage points. So if we were to pass this bill, 72,000 teachers would immediately be turned over. But these teachers don't just disappear. Instead, they're going to go to private schools because now all public school districts have the 4-day schedule. This would increase educational inequality because now these good teachers are only available to the students who can afford to go to private school. My third and final reason why we should not pass this bill is because it would put increased financial strain on already low-income families. Plenty of families in America have at least one parent working 2 jobs a week, and they kind of rely on public schools to keep their kids busy. If we were to pass this bill, then children would return from the 5th day of school or not go to school at all because the 5th day is just after-school activities, not necessarily mandatory. Additionally, certain families rely on public schools to provide their children with free meals every day, so passing this bill would take away 1 day of that. So, fellow senators, this is why I urge you not to pass this bill, so that we can maintain student performance, educational equality, and not put additional pressure on low-income families. Thank you for listening.